some of the concepts related to biological molecules, and for that, the recommended book that I would suggest for all of the students of pre-medical is Advanced Biology, written by Michael Kent, and this is the particular link which could be helpful for the students who are going to learn or who want some in-depth information about this particular topic. So our first concept about biological molecules is we have to understand some generalized branches of biological molecules, because biological molecules are inclined in a specific branch of biology. So we are specifically learning the concept of branches, where we will learn the learning point of view where biological processes occur, or the structure, functions, and interactions of biological molecules occur. So if we think about these particular concepts like biological processes, structure, function, and interaction of biological molecules within a body, then that particular branch of biology will be molecular biology. And this is very important to understand this, that this particular molecular biology is sub branch of biochemistry. And then, as I have mentioned before, that molecular biology is the branch of biochemistry, and this particular molecular biology conveys information related to biological processes, the molecules present in a particular organism, and it actually focuses on some chemical structures of biological molecules. For example, that may be DNA, as you can see over here, DNA, RNA, proteins, and lipids. And if we talk about some of the examples of concepts within this biological um, molecules, or you may say the broad branch that is molecular biology, that will be mechanism of DNA replication. Like for example, we are studying about mechanism of DNA replication. That means we are specifically talking about the structure of DNA. What are the basic components of this particular DNA? What are the main components that are essential for the synthesis of this particular strand DNA? And in the same way, the processes of mutation, specifically in DNA or any other biological molecule, and that biological molecule may be protein as well. So in the same way, if we try to understand the concept of biological molecule, which is very easy, what exactly this biological molecule is. This is actually organic molecule, biological molecule. It's not only one, but there are plenty of biological molecules present in our body, in any living organism. It's not only our body, but any living organisms exhibit organic molecules which are essential for the maintenance of the life. And if we talk about some of the molecules present in the body are like DNA, as we have mentioned before as well, or RNA may be there, or there may be proteins as well. And then now we will understand the concept of water, like why this water is important in our body, what is its specific mechanisms which is helping for the sustainability of living organism, or what are the basic life processes occur. See, the major topic, or you may say important, the broader topic we have for water specifically is the significance of water chemical nature in supporting life processes. So as water is very very essential for different chemical reactions, and it has its role in different chemical reactions in our body because of its unique properties it exhibit. For example, polarity of water, as we can see in this particular diagram, that we have atoms, two atoms over here. One is stretching the electrons of the other. So this particular mechanism actually happens in water molecule. As we know that water molecule exhibit two atoms, two atoms, right? Two basic atoms. which are like hydrogen and oxygen. Two hydrogens are there and then one oxygen is there. So this particular water molecule has the mechanism of polarity. And now, if we want to understand this particular concept, what is this polarity? Polarity means creation, the process where the creation of charges or poles occur. As we can see here, positive charge and negative charge. So this particular atom is stretching the molecules of this one. That means this particular atom is oxygen. It is stretching, it is actually exerting force of the hydrogen atom, and it is stretching the electrons of hydrogen atom. And now, because of this particular force, the charges will going to develop, and oxygen, this red diagram and this red sketch is showing the function of oxygen in water molecule, and this exhibit negative charge and hydrogen is exhibiting positive charge. So now when we will see the definition of polarity, it is actually sharing of electrons between oxygen and hydrogen, and it is not complete sharing, okay, sorry, completely equal sharing. If it is equal sharing, then we call it as covalent bond, right? But over here, that is not completely equal sharing. One is highly electronegative, and that particular highly electronegative atom is oxygen over here. And because of this electronegative atom and the unequal sharing of electrons, there is a process called polarity and the formation of charges which are partial positive and partial negative. Means that charge is not complete charge, but it is actually partial charge. And then we have the other concept of the hydrogen bonding present in a water molecule. Water molecule exhibit hydrogen bonds which are weak bonds. Okay, the hydrogen bonds present in a water molecule are weak bonds. The charge regions on each water molecule are attracted to oppositely charged regions on neighboring molecules, forming weak bonds. Okay, for example, if we have a water molecule like this is one water molecule, right? And we will have another water molecule. Now what will happen? These two water molecules have attractive forces with each other because of the charges, and the opposite charges will going to attract the atoms present specifically in the water molecule, and they will exist weak bond, and that particular weak bond is called hydrogen bond, and it is actually represented by dotted lines. And then, yes, this is a particular diagram which is showing the hydrogen bonding. See, this is water molecule and this is other water molecule, and this is other water molecule. Like we have three water molecules. We can see this particular water molecule and this particular water molecule is making a bond which is called hydrogen bond. Okay, and now because of this hydrogen bonding and the attractive forces presenting water molecule make this water liquid at room temperature. As we know that water exists in liquid form, so that particular liquid form shows the water having hydrogen bonds. Apart from hydrogen bonds, there are cohesive forces as well, like they have attractive forces which make the particular water molecule in the state of liquid, and it may also convert into ice form as well. And that is the other concept that we'll learn later. Hydrogen bonds, as we have mentioned before, that they are represented by dotted lines, and they are weak forces because they are attracted by the other. One water molecule is attracted by the other water molecule. So the hydrogen bonds hold water molecules together. The significance of this hydrogen bond is it is helping in holding the other water molecules together. And this if we want to break the particular hydrogen bonding, we will require to give energy, external energy to those particular water molecules. So the requirement of more energy is important when we want to break the hydrogen bonds, and that particular energy can be represented as boiling point. For example, if you increase the energy, we are heating up, a water present in a beaker. that means we are increasing or we are setting particular boiling point for that particular water. So this is actually the concept of hydrogen bonding. In boiling point specifically, we give energy, external energy to water molecules. Now, this was like a concept of hydrogen bonding present in water molecules. And the other thing that we have studied just now is about polarity of water molecules. Now, the other concept present, or you may say the property present in water molecule, is cohesion and adhesion. And there is another unique property present in water molecules, high specific heat, and it has anomalous behavior as well. It has heat of vaporization, and it has hydrophobic exclusion and the ionization of water as well. So we will understand these particular unique properties of water. Okay, now this particular concept is related to the cohesion of water molecules. Right, this one. Water contributes to the sustainability of Earth. Now, see, our Earth is made up of water as well as land part. So, the reason or the logic of this much existence of water is because of different unique properties present in the water. And one of that particular property is cohesion. Now, what is this cohesion? Cohesion is actually the attraction of water molecules. For example, as we can see in this particular diagram, is like, yeah, uh, this is one water molecule and this is the other water molecule. Now, these two water molecules are holding together, and this particular attraction of two water molecules is called cohesion, right? So, why these particular water molecules are attracting each other or having this attractive force? Because they are polar in nature, and we have understood the concept of polarity. When the water molecule has its charges like partial positive and partial negative, as we know that the opposite charges attract each other, that will going to develop hydrogen bonding, and because of this hydrogen bonding, these two water molecules are attracted. They have the attractive force. This particular mechanism is called cohesion. And there is other terminology which is important for the transportation of water molecule within the xylem vessel specifically, and that particular concept is adhesion. What is adhesion? Now see, here we can see we have a water molecule like this, but this water molecule is making bond or is adhere or is stick with other substance, but this is not water molecule. See, when a water molecule is attracted or having attractive forces or is adhere with other molecules apart from water molecule, that particular process is called adhesion. Now we'll read that specific definition of adhesion is water molecules stick to the vessel wall. See, now this particular vessel wall is not water molecule, it's different from water molecule, but water molecule has the ability to make bond or can be attracted with the xylem vessel. This xylem vessel is actually the vessel present in plants for the transportation of water and minerals, specifically present in the stem, which is important for the ascent of water molecules. So as we can see over here, see, this particular diagram is showing the anatomy of xylem, as xylem is important for the transportation of water molecules. Now see, xylem is not that much simple. In the xylem, within the xylem, there are other components as well, like they have tracheids. Okay, tracheids is one of the main component of xylem. These tracheids have a specific property as they exhibit pits. And now what are these pits? Pits are simply, you can say, like the holes present in the tracheids, and these are helping in the ascent, or you may say upward movement of water molecules. Okay, and now when the water molecule moves upward from root to the leaves, they start sticking to the xylem wall. So this is actually xylem wall. Okay, and this xylem wall is made up of different components, or you may say complex substances, like it may be composed of lignin, it may be composed of pectin. Okay, so these are actually, the outer substances present in the plants, or the stem region, or the particularly tracheid region. Okay, so now this particular concept is depicting the concept of water molecules sticking with other molecules apart from water molecule. And then high specific heat. Now we'll understand what is this high specific heat. See, when we want to increase the temperature of water to 1 degree centigrade, and now we want to know the particular temperature to raise, or particular heat we want to give to that particular water molecule to raise the temperature at 1 degree centigrade, is called high specific heat. And see why we are using this word high, because water requires high energy to increase its temperature, to raise its temperature. That's why we say that the specific heat is high in water molecules. We'll repeat the definition again. Specific heat capacity is the amount of heat per unit mass required to raise it. So see, this is the external heat we are giving to the particular water molecule to raise the temperature, and what is the extent of that particular temperature is 1 degree centigrade. And if we want to know the heat we are giving, is actually 4.184 sorry 4.184 joules per gram degree Celsius. So now we are using high specific heat. That means water molecules has ability or the capability of absorbing heat, and the particular heat is higher in amount. We require higher heat for the particular raising temperature to 1 degree centigrade to the water molecule. That is why we require long time, and there is a lot of time which is required to heat or to cool water, and this is significant for the homeostasis process. See, if we want to understand the high specific heat capacity, we can understand from this particular diagram as well. See, this is the cube of water. Okay, and we are giving energy, we are giving heat, external heat, and this heat is required to raise the temperature at 1 degree centigrade. Okay, so now the 1 degree centigrade, increasing 1 degree centigrade require higher energy, higher output. So see this question, why water has high specific heat capacity? Because we require higher energy to raise the temperature of water molecule at 1 degree centigrade.